Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. My name has been Mr. Dogbot333, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserredux as, well, Czechoslovakia. Last video, we finally united our nation under the glorious Czechoslovak banner, and we're doing pretty good for a while there. And now our nation is on fire. The North Germans decided to be a little uppity, which made things a little complicated. But that we've started to figure out, thankfully. Howard Hughes, a businessman of the Western United States, is known around the world for his interests in oddities and intricacies, as well as bold expenditures. This spending pattern has gained attention. Victor Lustig, notorious Czech con man, had approached Hughes with an offer to sell him the Siegessäule, which Lustig claimed to be a famous German artifact that belonged to Otto von Bismarck. Lustig was presented a large sum of cash for the safe delivery of the newest artifact in Hughes' collection. However, the artifact is actually a monument in Berlin near the Reichstag. Before Hughes realized the deal was struck, and Lustig absconded back on a plane back into Prague, money in tow. Hughes attempted to catch up with the conman at LA airport. However, he struck and killed pedestrian Gabriel S. Meyer with his car. Lustig escaped. A tall con. Wiener fanboys, so they're all right in my book. Spain has bad reputation in the Balkans. I think anyone who's not part of the country in the Balkans the person's talking about has a bad reputation with everyone else in the Balkans, in all fairness. From what I've gathered. Like, if you're Serbian, you like Serbs and that's it. Croatia, Croats and that's it. Hungary, not Balkans, but we like them. Yeah, well, Hungary's not Balkans, like you said. Is that... God, they shot the Pope. Holy shit. I think the Balkans are modern... I just think of the Balkans as a Modern Warfare 2 free-for-all lobby. Yeah. Pretty good way to visualize it, I think. Hades joined the Reich Pact. Very nice. Tries playing quick flicker. I don't even know who that is. Guys, if Cindy's expelled the Pope, he can move to Ireland and get a buff to stability and war support. That makes a lot of sense. Because I know you Irish love your Catholicism. Unless you don't, but then that's the whole Northern Irish thing. So, centralize the Subcarpathian Rus. In the treaty that ended the War of Austria, we took the Subcarpathian Rus from the vile Viennese despots. However, this border region still remains detached from our administration, both administratively and culturally, threatening our new union. We must rectify this at once by setting in administrators and loyal ministers to the areas in order to fully integrate the lands of the Carpathian Rus into our administration. Just like the German Bohemians or the Magyars and Poles, they too shall be another linchpin in our diverse state. Yeah, but Protestants detected opinion rejected. That's a Republican moment right there. Let's go ahead and do some Central Bohemia stuff. After long deliberations, the Supreme Administration's Court has decided who to ascend to the title of president. Emil Hacha, a famous lawyer, had been named the first head of the Supreme Administrative Court. This court emulates that of the old United States and is the highest court of the land. His judgments will have massive consequences for the future of our nation, as his verdicts will impact our constitutions and democratic proceedings. Having lifetime experience as a lawyer and a statesman, many are hopeful for Hacha, who's been working diligently as a lawyer around Prague for 3 decades. A specialist in English common law and international law, many trust Hacha to use principles from democracies around the world to better improve a nation one in the Republic of Czechoslovakia. Despite his experience, many are wary. Some see his position as too powerful and are paranoid that Hacha will eventually use his power to undermine the validity of Czech democracy. Whether or not these suspicions become reality remains to be seen, but one thing remains clear. Emil Hacha will shake the utter foundation of the Czech nation one way or another. Fortress empires join the Entente. Interesting. All right. Taking Krakow. Got these guys. Probably just redo the front line here again. Well, that was that was admittedly a move by me to do. Well, we've taken some of our stuff. That was more the AI being weird. Probably didn't just need to stand there and let it happen, though, but... We'll start pushing right now. Alright, let's go ahead and do Provinci Regionali Uni. Provincial Region Association is an association of subdivisions throughout the nation that are designed to foster general well-being and economic cooperation between our citizens. With our administration swearing by their efficiency, these provincial committees shall be created across the nation, bringing economic enfranchisement and interpersonal finance interactions in spades, hopefully proving to be an economic boon along the way. Yeah, well, they declared war on us over this German Bohemia shit. So we might have to kick their teeth back in. The railway from Janam to Jihlava was running normally today. The route was smooth, cruising to Jihlava rail stations. Passengers had their noses in books, papers, the sky, anything that may hold their attention during the bumpy ride. The train was passing over light hillsides in the midst of the ride. All of a sudden, an unassuming clerk who hopped on the route to do business, rocketed to his feet, and called for attention. The man, Adolf Meyer, was met with side-eye glances as he declared his name. Meyer proceeded to slander our brave legionnaires as cowards and traitors, but left for country to die elsewhere. Before Meyer could continue his blasphemous ranting, the entire car was in uproar. The mob of Czechs began to bear down on the outnumbered Austrian clerk, restraining him. Meyer's face was heavily beaten and bruised, and his torso sustained many blunt force wounds. The assault on the man lasted until the car pulled to a halt in Jihlava, and he was thrown onto the tracks with little regard. Curses and slurs were spat at the broken Meyer before contingent officers arrived, resulting in Meyer's arrest. Meyer's story skirts around the uniform descriptions eyewitnesses give. Instead, silence is his motif. Myers landed himself in court due to this callous obtusity is portrayed. and no eyes give him friendly twinkles. As the gavel strikes and the judge opens his mouth, Meyer's verdict is read as not guilty. How many times do we need to teach this lesson to you, old man? Edward Benesch about to kick Kaiser Karl in the teeth again. Adolf? Nah, yeah, this is not a... This is a timeline where Adolf Hitler is not anything, really, actually. Where if Germany won World War I, that means there's no rise of Hitler. That's kind of what this is exploring. He's dead in Kaiserreich. He died in World War I. Yeah, Kaiserredux added a whole path for him, but it's kind of a... How did World War II start on this timeline, then? Well, it technically hasn't yet. How it works... Like, so Germany, like, you still have, like, the German monarchy in charge. And France and the Union of Britain fell to what's called syndicalism. It's basically like a different form of communism. Easiest way I can sum it up for someone who doesn't know anything about this. So they have some issues with Germany for winning. And then Russia lost a lot of their land, and they want revenge. So it's kind of like they both end up they team up against Germany together. That's kind of how this goes. That's kind of how World War II starts here. But it hasn't started yet, and it can go down in a couple different ways. Exactly. Oh, we can go into fucking Austria. Town's actually called fucking. Do you get the joke? Mostly invade Ireland is able allied to Germany that kicks off the war. Yeah, that is a pretty clever idea. Get better artillery as well. And then we'll do recon. Germany's removed from Legation Council. Interesting. We've taken Vienna. Once that's done, well... Oh! Well, that pieced them out with... Isn't there supposed to be like an option to ask for white peace, or is that just done? Is that just not available? Just be Kaiserredux Facebook page. I think it was official. They do post detailing the war, Cold War. Japan and USA eventually get involved. Well, America is going through a second civil war right now, so they'll be a little busy. They can potentially join back in, and then Japan. They can get involved as well. Because they'll kind of just do Japan shit. Like what they did in World War II. What happened to the U.S.? They don't join World War I. Their economy starts to crash. FDR is shot and killed. So he doesn't run a campaign that can become president. And Herbert Hoover wins another term. And so the economic situation just kind of continues to get worse. So you have, like, a couple of radical factions pop up. Oh, today we've been met with a major question, one that could decide the fate of our young nation. What to do with Jan Rosovic and the Vlyaka? Jan has already been imprisoned once for his controversial views, but was pardoned with our recent independence. However, his blatant opposition to democracy has made some assemblymen nervous. They insist we ban the Vlyaka and send Jan back into exile before he becomes unstoppable. They insist we do it now, since in the next assembly, there's a good chance that the Vlyaka will win seats in the assembly and make it impossible to get rid of them. It's now or never. What do they decide? That's one flag to be censored. And then it depends on which one, because I'm doing like there's like the original mod, and then there's like the extra, like, now who thought it was a good idea to let Herbert cook a second time? It depends on what you're taught. There's like a Kaiserredux, which is the original mod, and then there's Kaiserredux, which is like the goofy, like, people add random shit, like random fun mod version of it. But you have like there's like a communist faction that always pops up in the Rust Belt. It's like a more populist faction that will either pop up in the South or the Midwest. And in this mod has like a Southern racist faction, which is exactly what you think old Southern racists would be like. You also have Canada takes control over New England, and the Pacific states will... No, I thought they did something different. And then the Pacific states will go ahead and do... they'll pop up if there's an undemocratic situation in the U.S. Like American democracy gets fucked up, which it has. So that's kind of what's up with America. Anyway, let's go and do two dialects of one Czechoslovakia. To the uneducated, Czech and Slovak might as well be the same language. We, of course, know differently. However, to achieve social and societal harmony, we shall promote both Czech and Slovak, the two major languages of our nation, equally. These two linguistic representations of the very soul of our nation's people shall be equally elevated to the role of our national language, both freeing our nation from the ills of the past and lifting our people up to an unparalleled position of respect and equality like never seen in our lands before. Okay. I can explain it once this recording session is over. Just because I don't want to explain it again, because I'm recording this for YouTube. And I don't just want to repeat the same shit over and over again. For the YouTube people. I don't mind repeating it again to you. I just... Yeah. Or Kev can fill in the blanks for you as well. Just tell me later on Discord. I could do that too. Remind me though. Also... Has Prod actually done that? Jesus Christ. Prod has not done your challenge. Do me a favor and out the production staff and tell them that DB said to get the challenge going. Oh, you also got an ad, goddammit. But yeah, Asian at the prod and tell him to do the damn challenge, and I asked him to. Thank you. Kind of just stagnating at this point. I'll stop any offensives for now, and I'll just let them attack into us. Azerbaijan has joined the Istanbul Pact. Interesting. Yeah, we actually have a pretty big Istanbul pact going on here. It makes things very interesting. Chinese revolt is defeated? That was weird, because it looks like they were doing very well for a while. Are we not going to get another peace deal offer? Because I don't want to just retake Austria all over again. But, like... dialects of one Czechoslovakia. Okay, let's get working on Czechoslovakia surrounded. Make Vienna Viden again. True. Foreign circles stalk our pure republic, threatening our sovereignty as they circle like vultures and wolves. With Germans to our north, Magyars to our south, and Austrians to the west, all who surround us wish to conquer our pristine republic in order to satiate their imperialist appetites. We must stand tall, reinforce the nation, and prepare for the inevitable. We shall transform the nation to a true bastion, a fortress like none other, in order to protect all that we have achieved. We'll let them attack into us. And we'll also go ahead and end the video here, because it's about time. I thank you all for watching. Like this video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't, leave your comments feedback down in the comment section below. I read all comments get, and I appreciate any all feedback you might have for me. Hit the sub button and the notification bell if you want to keep up to date with all the uploads as we go up. And yeah, I mean, that's really about it. Check your various links down in the description box below. Thank you all for watching. My name is Mr. Agawat33. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.